now present to you a Tom Horn transport belt. This belt became notorious for transporting the cattle rustling thief, Tom Horn, to the gallows. 3 times he was taken to the gallows and 3 times he escaped from the sheriffs of the county. On the 4th time to the gallows, this belt was invented to take Tom Horn to the gallows. You see, it's good solid chains, good solid leather, and good padlocks. What we're about to do today is try to do an escape from the Tom Horn transport belt, because when they went back to get Tom, he had escaped from the belt. Julie, would you please strap the belt onto me? As you'll notice, with the solid leather straps will be securely fastened around my waist. I will place my arms inside the leather straps, and then she will tightly bind them with the chains. There's one lock. And 2 locks. Are they secure there, Julie? Are they secure? You're happy that they're secure? All right. Now what we're about to do is try to escape in less than 1 minute, because they didn't know how long it took Tom Horn. So, without any more ado, over the years, many people have asked me, whatever made me become a magician or a trickster? Well, the truth of it is that one day down in Las Vegas, when I was just a young man, walking down the streets with my father, I seen a man in the corner doing a little street magic, and he was playing a card game called the 3-Card Monte. And what impressed me so much is he had a pile of money there, and most of the other guys' pockets were kind of empty and jingling. And what I did learn, it was a simple little game, really. Just a simple little game of 3 cards. And all he did was took the 3 cards, and he gave him a little shuffle. He drew out 1 card, and the object of the game was for you to discover what card was missing. Did you get it? Sometimes he'd let you win some, sometimes you'd lose some. But what I did learn was that you never played cards with a man called Pops, because sometimes things went too quick for the eye. And sometimes it's a proven fact that a fool and his money are soon parted. I got a little story that maybe you could help me with. I come home from work the other night. Walks into the house and my wife came to me and said, "Honey," she said, we have friends coming tonight, and I got to go to town and get some steaks and get some stuff for supper." I said, "No problem." She said, "Well, could you do me a favor? Could you please clean up the house a little bit? Maybe put the laundry in the laundry hamper, take it downstairs, and get the dishes in the dishwasher and just kind of pick up a little bit." And she goes, "The vacuuming on the floor sure would be nice." I said, "Well, how long are you going to be?" She said, "Oh, about 20-25 minutes. It's all right. It's not a problem." So she heads out the door. I walk by, guys, and I start to walk towards the vacuum. I thought, well, I'll get the vacuum done first. And I just happen to look down, and there's today's sports section. Well, I'm assuming that a lot of you guys are like I am. I walked by, I looked at the sports section, and I thought, you know what? How long does it take to read the sports? 3, 4, 5 minutes? I'm just going to sit down and read it. So I just kind of sat down. I started looking at the paper, and see, on the paper was all fired up. The IHRA up in Grand Bend this weekend, and I guess it was quite a do up there. A buddy of mine was supposed to actually go up and race, and he couldn't make it. Well, they had the IHRA championships, and we got the hammer on the Jays, but they lost. And that young loan, that little 24-year-old from BC, Surrey, BC, I guess he's messed up his arm once and for all. He's not going to be pitching anymore. I got the stats in the back, and a little more on the drag racing. Actually, we were talking about the ethanol, and they were saying that this guy here, he runs 100% ethanol. And Dalton McGinney was saying that it's not, clean fuel, and yet he's running a 584. That's pretty quick as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, I was just sitting down to enjoy the paper. And all of a sudden, I heard the car door shut. I thought, what is that? And in comes my wife. She forgot something. She had to come home. And she goes back in, and she walks up. She took one look at me. And guys, can you help me out here? I don't know what happened. She takes one look at me sitting on the couch reading the paper, and she goes off the deep end like this. I don't love her anymore. I thought, what are you talking about? She says, well, I walk out, and the first thing you do is sit down and you start reading the newspaper. I said, but honey, it was only like 3 or 4 minutes. It hasn't been that long at all. She says, well, she goes, you know what? She goes, I know you don't love me. You'd have had this done. Well, guys, is it in our wedding vows that we actually have to give up our newspaper, our sports section, and all sports and beer? I didn't read that, but I thought, well, okay, look. I said, how can I prove, honey, that I love you? She goes, well, she goes, tear it up. I said, okay, can I finish reading it first? She goes, no. I said, but it's Sunday's paper, and like I haven't read it yet. She goes, no. She says, I told you you don't love me. I said, all right, okay, look, I'll tear it up. How's that? Is that good enough for you? Of course, it's not good enough for her. So I said, okay, well, you know what? I'll tear it up again. How big a little itty bitty little pieces? I said, how's that? She goes, it's not good enough. I said, all right, you want it tore up? I'll tear the paper up. How's that? Look at this. I got paper all over the place. I'll stick it all back in. How's that? Are you happy with that? Smash it all up into little pieces there. I say, happy with that? She goes, well, honey, you know what? You do love me. I said, what does this prove? Well, she goes, never mind. She says, I'll just go to town to get the groceries for supper. Jim and Sally will be over later. She says, don't worry about the house. It'll be fine. I said, yeah, okay. Out she went. And I thought, you know what? I really, really, really would have liked to read that paper. And I am a magician, so maybe I can just go. Now, gentlemen, that's what I'm talking about. All fired up. Blowing. The Jays lose. The ethanol runs a 584. There are some benefits to being a magician, gentlemen. Alrighty, boys and girls, so now the amazing feat. We're going to see if we can make little Miss Julie's head vanish. Would you like to see that? You would? Alright, what we're going to do. Would you like to see anything before we make your head vanish?
Good luck.
Good luck. She needs the luck, not us. What we're going to do is we're just going to close the little doors here. Padlock it shut. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take these big swords, all right here. And we're going to take these swords before we make your head vanish. And we're going to stick the swords right down through the top of her head. There's one. How's that? Did that hurt?
I'm okay.
You're okay? All right. So now we're going to take another sword and we're going to stick it right through her eyebrow. And one down through her eyebrow there. And I think we'll stick one through the bottom of her chin, right there. And maybe, how about one through her nose? Right down through the middle of her nose. And possibly one through her neck. This might hurt, little Miss Julie.
Oh.
Did that hurt?
I'm okay.
You're okay. Well, we'll see about that pretty soon. How about one through her ear? It was like one down through her ear. And one through the back of her neck. That's a really close one, isn't it, Miss Julie? And one through the top of her head. How's that? Is that enough swords in her? It isn't? Well, we can put some more in it. All right, let's stick one down through this side. And one down through this ear. Right through the ear. There's nothing between her ears. And one down through her eyebrow. And then we'll stick another one through her neck. And possibly right through the back of her head. And maybe, is that enough? It's not enough? More? Yeah, we got more. Right down through here. And right down through here. I'm out of swords. I can't do anymore. I'm all out of swords. But you know what's really, really neat? Is if we spin this around. Miss Julie can see and hear everything we do. Can you give us a little wave? She gives us a little wave. She can hear everything we do. But you know what's really strange? Is if we open up this head chest and we take a look, Miss Julie's head's gone. Where did it go? Told you we'd make it vanish. Yes, we did. But you know what? She's not hurt. Not hurt at all, because this is Papa Magic. We're going to shut this up. Papa Magic can do amazing things. All Papa Magic does is pull out the swords very quickly. We'll just pull out some swords. And we pull some out the other side. And finally, we pull out the one on the very top. And we open up the doors. And guess what? There's Miss Julie. And she's safe and sound. Thank you very much.